Stop for a moment. Think of the last time you slammed a door shut, walked away from something you loved, or pressed send on a message you later regretted. That's exactly what happened to Ananya, and her story might feel like looking in a mirror. Picture this: Mumbai, 2024. Ananya, brilliant at her job, loved her company, but one day everything changed. A heated argument with her project manager left her feeling cornered and afraid. In that moment, with her heart racing and thoughts spinning, she did something she never thought she would. She quit. Just walked away from the job she had built over years. We've all been there, haven't we? When emotions take the wheel and logic takes a backseat. A few weeks later, as the dust settled, Ananya saw what she couldn't see in that heated moment. She had options. She could have had an honest conversation with her manager, taken it up with senior leadership, or even moved to another team. But in that moment of intensity, these choices were invisible to her. And then there's Rajiv's story. A successful businessman whose world started shaking when a major business deal went south. But the real earthquake, it happened at home. When his fiancée Preeti simply asked why he seemed upset, his stress exploded into anger. One argument led to another, and before he knew it, he had called off their wedding. This is what we call an emotional hijack, when our feelings are so intense that they literally hijack our ability to think clearly. It's like trying to drive through a storm with windshield wipers that can't keep up. In my years of working with people as a psychologist, I've seen this pattern repeat itself. But here's the good news. We can learn to step back from that emotional edge. Here's how. First, remember the 90-second rule. Strong emotions are like waves. They peak and then naturally start to fade within 90 seconds if we don't feed them. Just breathe through them. Second, use what I call the pause button. When emotions are high, treat big decisions like hot coffee. Let them cool first. Third, expand your view. When you feel trapped with only one option, that's your signal to pause and look for at least 3 alternatives. Now, for those curious about what actually happened in Ananya's and Rajiv's brains during these moments, stick with me for the next minute. If you'd rather skip to my final message, jump ahead about 60 seconds. When Ananya faced that confrontation with her manager, and when Rajiv dealt with his business crisis, their brains went into what we call threat response mode. Think of it like this. Your brain has an alarm system, the amygdala, that's designed to protect you from danger. When it senses a threat, whether it's a tiger or an angry boss, it floods your body with stress hormones. Here's the fascinating part. When this happens, it actually shuts down access to your brain's rational thinking center, the prefrontal cortex. It's like your brain's Wi-Fi connection to wisdom gets disconnected. That's why both Ananya and Rajiv couldn't see their options clearly. Their brains were literally in survival mode, not problem-solving mode. If these stories hit close to home, you're not alone. Since you have watched the video this far, here is what I want to offer you. Join our community where we share practical tools and insights for navigating these emotional storms. You'll find daily practices, workshop, and a supportive group of people on similar journeys. All the links are in the description below. 2. And hey, if you're currently wrestling with your own emotional decisions, remember, sometimes we all need that safe space and a catalyst for the journey ahead. For one-on-one counseling and personalized support, reach out to us. The email is in the description. 3. If you want hand-holding and go deep to the practice of mindfulness, I am here to train you. Join my mindfulness training. Reach out to us at the email given in the description. Remember Ananya and Rajiv's stories? Before making that big decision, take a breath. Create space between your emotions and your actions. Because sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is simply pause. Your future self will thank you for it.